Right, here we are folks, coming back at you in part 2. Make sure we're in shot. Now these are just my own bits of tooling that I do. Oh sorry, that's me. That's that one done. It's just the ones that I prefer to use. I think they're quite nice, so what I tend to do is I tend to stick with them. So there's another one. I like to use. The only drawback I found with these is they tend to bend when you hit them. I don't, you know, so I don't know what metal they're using, but it's a bit soft. Right, that's the first little pattern I've made on there. This is as you can see that. There you go. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some what I call half moon. I don't know what they are, but there you go. Alright, now to do this, some of it's going to get covered over by a rivet, but not to worry. There's going to be a rivet going in this corner here. That's so that when you put your hatchet in, you don't cut your stitching. So I'm not going to bother putting one there because it'd be a waste of time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one here, which is up a bit. 1, 2, 3. I might get 3 in there, mightn't I? Let's have a look. There's the first one. There's the second one. And a third. That just makes a half moon like that. Oh, let's get the camera on it again properly so that you can see it's getting the light to it, isn't it? There you go, that's what that does. Alright. Now I'm just going to carry along there, as you do. Am I getting gaps here? Yes I am. Because I want a gap there, don't I? I want one there. And I want a rivet there, so I can put a gap here. Then I can put another one here. Another one here. As I say, this is all guesswork. I don't stick to no particular pattern. And then they got this one here, because the rivet's going to go in there. I'm only going to get 2 on there. I don't know why how's that worked out, but there you go. That's it. Now I should put one on there. See how we go there. Right, that'll do. I think sometimes you can put too much on there and it looks a bit silly. So I'm not going to put any more on there. It will look stupid, won't it? That'll do. Right, now what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to dye it first. Dye it first, then slick the edges off, and then I can fold it over, because it's easier to slick the edges before closing it up and stitching it. So sorry, I do mutter on. I'm just trying to make sure. I'm no good at narrating stuff like this. So make the strap. It's going to come down here somewhere. Right, I'm gonna have to turn that video off as part 2 because it's going to take a little while to do that. But before I turn it off, I might just as well just do a little bit of dyeing. Where's me daubers? All sticking to one another like they do, yeah, typical, isn't it, eh? Come here, that's it, that's that one. Little tip for people that's using these daubers for dyeing or whatever, get your lighter, spin it round a little bit, don't do it too much, and then just rub it like that, get that off, and that stops what we call the bum fluff going onto your work. So I want to slick this edge. I want to slick this edge, and I want to slick this edge purely because it's going to be bent over. That one I can do easy when it's together. It's not a problem, but I will dye it just at the same time. I might as well, and I've got to get some more dye. This thing's really looking empty now. Look at that, look, there's hardly anything in there. But there we go. There's enough to do this job, I hope. He says, put a little bit on there while it, you know, while I've got it there. That's it, it's run out already. That. Now what I've got in the other shed is a little spindle of wood, a little bit of dowling, and I've made shapes to it with a half round saw. So you can actually do the slicking on the drill, makes it a lot easier, and I can use this when I come to Vaseline this, which seals it off once it's dry. So I'm just going to go through and catch that, do that, and I'll come back to you shortly. Right, that's part 2 over with. Won't be long.